because you always just got to attack it when like defending.
I think it's like.
I know everyone's been asking where I'm at, and people are on to me. People, I just want to say this, yeah. People that ain't spoken to me since I had long hair, my friends, my family, people who just getting a bit giddy over beating Burnley, people lost yesterday against Bournemouth. Everybody's on me. All the fans from rival clubs are on me, but do you get it? Anyways, from Corner Boys in the building. We weren't today, but we're in the building. A's up till we freeze up. Never hiding front lining. True to this, not new to this. When we don't do no link ups. But what did happen today is unfortunately we did not get 3 points or score a goal or necessarily do anything against Liverpool. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. Sensational Szoboszlai strike. It's so poetic and it feels perfect. First things first, you have to be gracious in defeat. Congratulations to Liverpool for their 3 points. And if I'm brutally honest with you, from what I've seen, and this ain't no shade, this is reality, I'm sure Liverpool fans would agree with me, they're laughing. Because whatever happens in their season, whatever they win or don't win, whatever happens, first things first, it's a results business. They've got 9 points. And I'm sure if you watch them against Newcastle, if you watch them today against Arsenal, if you watch them against, forgive me, Bournemouth, there's obviously things they did well in the games because they won all of them, but it could have went either way. But that's the hallmark of champions. And that's why I said they're laughing. Because if you're saying that about them when they've got maximum points, what do you think is going to happen in the other 30 odd? Someone do the maths. Like, somewhat you get, it's quite poor of me. It's 38, take away 3, 35 other games. 35 other games. So yeah, Liverpool are laughing. Shout out to Onslaught and all of those things. The one thing I would say, yeah, before I get into everything else, the one thing I would say is, let's be brutally honest, today was a draw. But this is what I'd say about football all the time. Over 38 games, you're going to get what your playing style or your playing level warrants, regardless of injuries or whatever. You're going to get what you should get. But you're going to sometimes win when you, quote unquote, don't deserve to win. You're going to lose when you don't deserve to lose. You're going to draw when you deserve a bit more. We had the same thing against Man United. Not to gas up Man United, and we were obviously better than them, and we scored and kept a clean sheet. Not the same. But what happened kind of today, type of thing. That happened. We benefited from that against Man United. Today, it wasn't the case. It should have been a draw, but it wasn't a draw. You know, I think Arsenal fans in true fashion are going to do the over positive, over negative thing. It's same old, if I'm brutally honest. The first kind of same old thing is maybe the statistics, the possession, all that kind of stuff. It's even talking about fine margins, minus the free kick, not that you can, it's 0-0. I hear all of that. That's not necessarily wrong. The game was stinky. It really looks like Arsenal versus Liverpool 3 games into the season, and things of that ilk. But at the same time, it's the same old problems with our football club. We're not creating quick enough. I can't lie to you, yeah. And this ain't me trying to protect Gyökeres or not talk about criticisms or any of that. Like, yeah, we have a laugh and a joke, but do all of that. Anyone that watched that game and said Gyökeres had a bad game, or anyone that says, okay, he weren't amazing, but he's not the be all and end all. He's not the biggest talking point. That tells me if you know football or don't know football. Because you can't tell me that guy had a bad game. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter if he had Isaac, Gyökeres, whatever striker. Well, nah, Thierry Henry would have done a madness today. He don't go out like that. He won the title over them sides. But it don't matter who's up front. We're not creating nothing. And I don't think our performance was bad. It was dead. It was this. If anything, I'm more onto Mikel Arteta today. Because I hear it. I always say, if you can't win, don't lose. And I hear that we have to think about the opponent, nullify them, do all of that kind of stuff. But at some point, we've got to put our own imprint. Again, Mikel Arteta, isolated away from Liverpool, taking a bit long with the subs. And fair enough, again, for the whole team, everyone that was out there, end of the day, 7 minutes from 90, minute 90, you've conceded. Fantastic strike. Zubamendinho. Today, you did okay. But when you drowned in that, you was drowning, bro. You was drowning. That free kick, again, if I'm really honest, I think Liverpool started, like first 10 minutes of the game, Liverpool started. No one was amazing, but we kind of had to kind of suffer kind of thing. And I think that happened in the first half of the second half. Other than that, we slowed the tempo down, which helps us and doesn't help Liverpool because they're known for being that kind of crazy team. At one point, it looked like Van Dijk, where the ball fell to him, he didn't smash it. That looked like that was the only thing that kind of made me scared or anything like that. At one point, we had bare corners, which we do. We had more touches in their box. At one point, we looked cool. Big up Calafury as well. 3 games in a row, you've done well. Salah was even allowing us today with them poor first touches. Like, you look at both teams today, Arsenal versus Liverpool. It's not how if you made a movie trailer about it. It weren't like that today. I think both teams are still finding out what their manager demands of them tactically. A lot of players for both teams do not look fit. Unfortunately, Saliba came off with a knock. Don't really know what's going on there. Kanate the same. To be honest, in the second half, I thought Rice, Timber, couple man looked knackered. But Mikel, man, we should have went for it today. I know I'm a hypocrite if we went for it and lost. I'm sitting here and saying different things, but it feels like the same old, same old. Shout out Eze, because again, I've been starved. The fact that Eze dropped his shoulder, I was excited. I can't lie. Martinelli, you're my guy. I have to drink, man. Martinelli, man. There's a song by Little Dirk, I'm sure, called Rehab. You need to go there, man, because you done your due diligence, bro. Realistically, Madueke is looking like the thing that's going to hurt Liverpool. Kirkes, who's been in line for a lot of criticism, done okay in that regards. And really, if I'm honest with you, shout out Mascara. Nasty place to come and play one of your first games in the Premier League. You didn't start, but the majority of the games you did well. Timber, you did your thing. I think Magalhaes did whatever. Raya, cool. I actually think you was being brave. There was a couple of times, naturally, when we play out from the back, we're getting caught. There's a couple of stray passes. Madueke had one in the first half. I'm sure Marino had one. Raya had one. That's going to happen where he tried to find Zubamendi, but Raya did whatever. Not going to get onto you for getting buried for the free kick. It happens. It happened for us out with Declan Rice or Declan twice against Madrid. It happens. 9 times out of 10, Szoboszlai or whatever player is in Rose head, keep it moving, it's a draw. But these are the one times where it's not, because we benefited from these things. Arteta, I can't lie, didn't gamble today, man. Big up Max Dowman, but come on, it's too late. And anyone that's surprised about the subs and when the subs were made and all of those kind of things of that ilk here, people, you might support Arsenal, but you ain't been watching Arsenal. You have to big up Liverpool because it's light work today. That's their first clean sheet. It was light work. The game was even. I don't think it's one where you have to do too much. It is our first defeat in like 2 years against the top 6. I can't lie, though. I have to say, we need a petition. If Liverpool's drawn as the home team in the Premier League, we can't play at Anfield no more, man. There's something going on there. It's nasty. And it weren't even dead like that from both teams were dead. Like, end of the day, winners win, losers explaining it, and that's what they did, man. Like, I won't lie to you, though. Based on what I saw and how stinky the game was, there's plenty of talking points about Mikel Arteta and needing to play the ball quicker and do all of that. You can't tell me, and that's historically isolated to that. You can't do the whole one team came to win, the other didn't today. Like, both teams stunk it out. But, bro, it was tired, man. It was tired. And if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm saying it's light work because we were tired. We still want. See, the way Liverpool must feel about this game is how we definitely felt when we played Man United. Like, we need to just stop playing them at Anfield. I've had enough now, man. We'll be 31 next year at the earliest of us winning there. It's a cold world, man. It's a cold world. It's a cold world, man. It's the fact that free kick was nasty. I'm more vexed because I can't be vexed about the free kick. I can't be vexed around Raya. I can't be vexed about those things. I can't. Anyone getting that right is a dickhead as well. It is one of them. I can't be vexed. Same way you can't get vexed at Courtois for letting in them Declan Rice ones. So what I can get vexed about is the phase of play. Because there was a moment, Mikel Arteta, and actually the players, Liverpool were starting to think, yeah, we know we're not playing our best. Salah's not making it happen. Let's other players make it happen. Madueke did your thing. Mascari did all right. Gabriel Magalhaes did all right. Calafiori did well. Gaffer, you could have brought on Mars Lewis Skelly in midfield. Because there was a point, yeah, and I'm not the manager. There was a point in that game. I was saying, you know what? Declan Rice, you're like the 4th defender. Just take off Timber, because at a point, Timber's looking like Rice looking like just take off Timber. Rice, you're not playing like a right back, but just make sure we've got numbers back. Put on another attacker. Put another attacker. Eze should have come on sooner. Odegaard should have come on. So even the set pieces, man, like, I am not on the training front. I don't know who's a good taker and whatnot. And I'm sure there's other reasons for what they're doing right. But if Saka's fit, Saka takes the in-swinging corners. Rice, the outswinger from that side, it's not working. Like, Madueke can't do that. You're a professional footballer. And I'm not even buoying him. It's like, it's what we're doing is not making sense. I feel sorry for Gyökeres because, well, I said in the game, what did I tell you in the build-up to this? Don't think Gyökeres or their striker is scoring. It's the wide men. But we're not creating for anyone. We're not getting the best out of it. Shout is thought Wanyeri could have came on. big up Dowman for playing, and I like him, but I didn't understand that one apart from the fact that that's them here, damn minutes. Like, bro, it's not making sense. So cool, the field tilt, the XG, the possession, all those kind of things probably look even. But you know why football is amazing? Because it's a simple game. Well, regardless of what you thought you saw, when the game ends, who scored more, who conceded less? Obviously, Liverpool did, and we didn't. So it's back to the drawing board. I don't think we need to cry and do all of this. Well, there's going to be a lot of crying because there's pent up anger. But if you're doing the crash out thing in relation to that game, it doesn't make sense. So hopefully we look back at the end of the season and we win certain things. And yeah, cool, we didn't win at Anfield, but we need to just stop playing them there because it doesn't matter how it happens. You just do it. Like at one point in that first half, I was like, after like the first 10 minutes, and I need to get my notes out because I was on TalkSport today. I was writing notes. I need to get my notes out here. But at one point, after the first 10 minutes, first 5, I thought both teams looked dead. Then after 10 minutes, it looked like, all right, cool, it's that Liverpool Anfield stuff. Then after that, we've just slowed the tempo down. I'm seeing inverted left backs. We're taking risks playing out from the back. Like Zubimendi's trusting Raya's popping it. Magalhaes is doing what he can. Saying that, side note, when Saliba went down almost instantly from the game kicking off, I was like, swear. It's like, I haven't even processed Saka in that. Like, darkness. DG, where's the apology? You know what? Liverpool, I ain't sorry, but yeah, man, I won't draw you lot out unless it's at the Emirates. Bad man don't apologize, but what do you want me to do? Not puff out chest and flag up my thing, but bro, like, too big of an ask today, innit? If you offered me a draw before the game, I said I would have taken it. Obviously, the only thing I've got is okay. 6 points from 9 point potential 9. It's not the end of the world. And you got to use these United dickheads on my phone doing the Arsenal fighting for the league. We're relegated and we're 2 points behind you. See why I hate the start of the season? Let me just get my notepad, people, because I want to make sure I don't forget anything. And unfortunately for me, I'm going to be watching this game again because now that the dust is settled and we can see what it is, that's the best time to watch games. I must admit, when I was on TalkSport and Sam, big up Sam, he was reading out the lineup. Bearing in mind, obviously, I'm not on my phone. He's reading it out. I think he said, like, I remember how I felt. I think he said Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Magalhaes, Calafiori, Rice. I was like, okay, all right. Zubimendi, I was like, okay, all right. I'm expecting to hear Odegaard or Eze. Worst comes to worst. Big up Wanyeri. Like, Marino. I'm like, okay. Maybe he's doing a thing. Gyökeres is on the bench. I'm going to get vexed about it, but maybe he's doing a thing. And he's like, Marino, Gyökeres, Madueke, Martinelli. I'm like, what's going on there? What's all that about? Like, we can't be going up to Anfield trying to do the nerd thing. Like, but then, if I'm honest with you, lot, I don't think Marino did well today. But if I'm completely honest and we've lost and I just call it for what I saw, cool. When it was happening in real time, I'm not saying I agree with it, but I understood it from seeing it. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying it was the best option, but I saw it. It was trying to do the 4-4-2. To be honest, Marino, it's just you're not levels in it. The only thing you did that annoyed me is you went down in Liverpool's box, and to be honest, you're my guy, so I'll back you. But I understand why Van Dijk was vexed because you went for the header. He started, that's one thing that annoys me about Marino. Could you have started Eze in hindsight, Mikel Arteta? Because if I look at it, this is what we're trying to get at you, Mikel Arteta. For the large parts of the season, you see how we played today if it wasn't Liverpool. For large parts of the season, that was a game that should be a draw. We would have got a draw. But it's those fine margins. Why I'm mentioning these fine margins? Because what we've done for the last 3 years, we've won a lot of games, set pieces. We're really living. But then there's been a select few games that has led to us crumbling. That's where it's like we're not learning. I'm not expecting to play attacking football on a great thing, but we're not getting the best out of the attackers. Cool, we're thinking about the opposition on today. We're thinking about Liverpool and what they want to do and all of that. But what are we doing? Because we're not, and it sounds mad because, yeah, we scored 90, 100 goals, but we need a bit more flavor. Like, just dial it back a little bit. Like, do your thing for 99.9%, but that 0.01%, whatever it would be, some flavor, man, because it don't really matter who's out there, whether it's Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, Gyökeres, or like Dalman, whatever. Not getting the best out of the attackers. We're not. We're not. And we're not winning games on fine margins. Enough. I think we could have went for it in the second half. There was points in that game I thought fair play. Actually, we ended the first half better than Liverpool, but it just wasn't meant to be. And if I isolate as much as I can the fact that we haven't got 3 points, what it means for this season, Liverpool, all that stuff, it kind of is the same old, people. So yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna read all my notes, man. Oh, the first sentence is dark because I read this before we actually kicked the ball. Anfield not won in forever, and it continues. I was looking at Zubimendi today on the transitions. I think he did okay, but bro, when you fell off a cliff, you got Zubimendi, you died. There was a couple of times you were dying. You was actually dying out there. You actually got welcome to the Prem. There was one point, for the life of me, I can't remember. It might have been Van Dijk, one of the tallest players in Liverpool's team, from a set piece. Zubimendi's marking him. And Zubi's my guy. But I'm like, oh, this is dark. Yeah, I personally think, I'm seeing handballs and Eze's getting pulled and all of that kind of stuff. But like controllables, we didn't do enough. So yeah, man, for me going into the game, obviously at Anfield, psychologically, can we win here? We've done, even today, as stupid as it is, we still ain't won. But our performances under Arteta at Anfield have been a lot better. Unfortunately, we're not winning there. We're not winning there, and it goes on. So that was my thinking before the game. Cool. Man United are not what Man United are, but we don't typically travel well there. You got 3 points. That's a monkey off your back. Anfield, can you get something from it? Etihad looking forward, and I can't lie, you need to beat City at the Etihad now. I'm going to say that much because when I was on TalkSport, we watched Brighton versus City. I can't lie, we're not winning at Anfield. Arteta, I don't want to hear nothing less than 3 points, specifically at the Etihad. Specifically, I might even want 7 goals because you got 5 last time, but that's neither here nor there. Going back to the Marino point, that's something Arteta's got to learn, because if Kai Havertz is fit, whether it works or not, whatever you think you saw or didn't think you saw Marino play today, he would have done that with Kai Havertz. And I hear it. Marino might not be able to do it like Kai in Mikel Arteta's opinion. I hear it. Same, a different tool, but you want to keep the same game plan. Pardon me, but if we're talking about fine margins and games that, if we look back, maybe if we got 3 points here, there, this could have happened and that could happen in May. Surely you could have, okay, plan A can't work. Fuck it. Eze, Wanyeri or something, because it did feel like I wanted to see. I don't want to keep being able to predict what we're going to do. Like, I know Pep is, people laugh at it and it might be his failings, but at least with City fans, you actually don't know who's going to be starting. It's a bit too predictable, Gaffer. I have to admit. I really have to admit. So yeah, man, first 12 minutes, as it says here, Liverpool had, like, it looked like we was in a 4-4-2. Liverpool had the majority of the ball. 20 minutes in, 20 minutes into the game, it felt like we calmed the game down. We kind of, not that we was playing amazing, but we kind of calmed it down, slowed it down, made it that kind of boring stuff we're accustomed to. There was a couple of stray passes from a couple of players, but generally, apart from them scares, we was doing okay, man. I was a bit annoyed in the final, like, we only looked like we might harm Liverpool when it was Kirkes against Madueke, because we're going long. Again, we need a bit more than that. Obviously, when it's going to Martinelli's Martinelli, isn't it? So, and it's not, I'm not even just trying to make it about him, because I don't think Rice was amazing today. He weren't terrible, but I don't think Rice was amazing. Saved us 1-2 times. The only players I think were better than their peers. And again, Arteta, there's times I'm going to be vexed at the players. I'm vexed at you, because give or say, I think you could have got a bit more of your own coaching philosophy today. But players that I feel were head and shoulders above everybody, Gabriel Magalhaes, I think Timber was his usual self. Mascara, I have to hail up you because you come off the bench and you did well. Madueke did your thing. Max Dowman, I'm not hailing him up, but this is what I mean, where you need him to learn, because there was one incident, he tried to do the dribbling thing he's become accustomed to. Kirk said, F off. That's what we need him to be blooded to. Arteta, don't know why Miles Lewis-Skelly couldn't have come into midfield and you slow Rice there, because if you go watch the TalkSport highlights here, I think a couple players could have come off. Marino could have come off for Wanyeri or Eze or Odegaard or whatever have you. I actually was saying, put Rice over on the right-hand side. Skelly could do the 6th thing today, because it looked like we needed a bit more. I think Zubimendi needed to come off. Zubimendi, it's not even that you're playing back. Several players could have come off today. Several players looked knackered and no one was playing amazing. So yeah, man. Calafury, I think big up you, because you've had 3 good games on the spin now, if I'm honest. So yeah, man, I think Zubimendi, look, bro, it says here, my handwriting's terrible, so I won't say it, but Zubimendi second half, like, and at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, like, if I paint a picture from minute 0 to the second half's kicked off now, to what, we conceded in the 83rd minute, 85th minute, whatever, up until that point, When it's all said and done, you need to get a point. When it gets to that level, the last 10 minutes, you need to come out of there with something. And worst comes to worst, I should be sat here saying to you, like, oh man, another day we didn't win at Anfield, but we got a point on the board. It weren't that. If you can't win, don't lose. And again, it weren't the same game, but we did this against Man United. This is what happens, which is why I always sit here and say to you, lot, obviously, if we win, I'm happy, I'm chatting shit, I'm doing the most. If we lose, we all get emotional. But as much as you can, you just have to look at what's in front of your eyes. Forget the fact that you're playing Liverpool. We're playing a game of football. What are we seeing here? And I need to see us go up the gears. I actually like the way we started playing up from the back because I think against Liverpool, we need to be brave. Even a couple of times where I think Raya played one stupid pass to Zubimendi and Liverpool probably should have scored. That's going to happen. I would rather mistakes happen. I would rather 3-4 times that happens, but 8 to 20 times is coming off. So we done okay, but it's just lifeless, man. You got the tools. I think Gyökeres was chasing lost calls. I actually think a lot of players were 5, 6 out of 10s today. I don't think the guys were terrible. But the obvious things, it's more tactics. And again, we said this against United. We said this against Leeds. We said this on the back of last season, which is why, for some of you that follow me on a regular basis, you can quote me. What did I say at the start of the season? When all the things I'm criticizing, 10 to 12 games in the season is where I'll really start making opinions. But every week, I'm commenting on what I'm seeing. You've got the tools. If you go Selfridges, and Selfridges being the amount of the amount of signings we've made this summer, and hopefully, Berta, come on, man, you was at the game. Bring me a left winger. The amount of signings, and where you look at the Ezes, the Gyökereses, for me, the Zubamendis, game changers, level raisers. It's like going to Selfridges, Harvey Nicks, whatever. You're spending how much grand, Louis Vuitton, this, that one, this and that. But if you get home, you buy all these outfits, you get home, you put on the clothes, it looks shit. You don't get no Jones. What is the point? Arteta, you've got the tools now. And again, it's just game week 3, and there's 30 others to go. But it's same old doing the idiot thing. What's your TalkSport record looking like? Marcel, I'm happy you're not a troll, you know. So it was about to be mad. And again, big up you lot, smash the like button. What we're going to do is make this subscribers only, because if you want to laugh at Arsenal's misery, the DG Nation, which is us, has to benefit. These players are more than good enough to win titles, but not with the defensive and conservative style of play of this manager. Change or perish. No risk, no reward. Because even, obviously, I'm a hypocrite. If it's 0-0 before the free kick goes on, and because this ain't nothing isolated to Liverpool, we call on Arteta to take risks. Obviously, if we took risks and we go and still lose, I'm going to sit here and say, oh, it could have been 0-0. And they would think that. That's how it is. But at the same time, at least if I saw you do something different, you took a risk. I say, you know what? You're trying something. Today, it might not work. It might work in the Champions League semi-finals, or it might work here. It might work there. Because say what you want about Slot, he took risks. Obviously, Szoboszlai's bailed Liverpool out today. But at the end of the day, that's what good players do. It might be Szoboszlai today. It might be a tap-in from Hugo Ekitike tomorrow. It don't matter how you do it. Don't matter if you score a goal like Szoboszlai or Rice against Madrid, or you score from 2 yards like Calafiori probably did against United. They all count. But again, this is why I'm saying we needed to make changes, because it felt like Liverpool were taking control of the game, and kind of on that theme, Zubamendi's giving away the free kick. So again, let's think about the sequences of what led to it. Cool. Szoboszlai banged it. Oh, that was dark. That was so dark being on TalkSport with that. You know what it was there? You have to keep it composed. Like. Fair play. Fair play. In my head, I'm thinking you're violated, you know, like. Because we were saying, imagine he bangs that. Because I think I even said, he might as well go for goal. Emotional, but I might even be vexed at Rice, because I swear he took a free kick, it was dead. I hear it. But big up Rice. Today is more on the gaffer for me. In game. I'm not really bothered about how we started, but in game, and mainly the second half. The second half. Because you could smell Liverpool. It's not that they're playing amazing, but whatever they've said in halftime and with their people, they're like, okay, let's try something. The most exciting thing about today was Madueke against Kirkes. Look at what we're talking about with both clubs. Tired. And big up Kirkes, because people been on to you. I thought they would have started Robertson. This is what it is. Arteta, man, in hindsight, and hindsight's a wonderful thing. Could you have started Wanyeri? I know you're not going to start Dalman, so it is what it is. But cool, you started Marino, but that's sticking to the script. And I'm not if it worked, I would have been happy in all that stuff. But in hindsight, could you have started Wanyeri? Could you have said fuck it? Odegaard, you're playing. I know people have been on to Odegaard, but fuck it. You got 50, 60 minutes. Or Eze, you know what? We're doing this. And then we take off Mane because you knew he was taking off Mane anyways. I'm not going to lie. Max Dalman for Madueke shocked me. I didn't think Madueke would come off. Not that Madueke's come on. But you've got the tools, bro. Even if it don't work, let's just see you trying something. Pardon me. Because we can get all the wavy players. If we keep doing this, it's tired. Pardon me, can we sell Martinelli now? They made my striker look so. Whatever man say about Gyökeres, scored 1 million goals for Sporting, and it's not even that. It doesn't matter what Eze has scored for Palace, what Gyökeres done for Sporting, what Saka's even done, because Saka could do more if we just freed him up. What all these other guys are doing, bro. Put the handbrake down. Sometimes you just have to do irrational stuff. Sometimes you have to take the risk. 9 times out of 10, I'll tell you what you do works. You know, unpopular opinion. Like clearly, you lot are tuned in because we have laughs and jokes, but we're actually talking about football. 9 times out of 10, it works. Whatever man say, this is our first defeat to the top 6 in like 2 years. And also on that, I couldn't tell you the last time we lost to Liverpool at Anfield in the Prem in a couple of years, literally couple, because you get it. But it's not about 9 times out of 10. For us to get over the line, it's about the 1 times now. We need to be on the right side of that. Because we weren't against PSG. And even Arteta, I ain't read all your post-game comments, but come on, bro. Against PSG, when we went out in the semi-finals, you're saying we're the best team in the champs. The next one, today, I haven't seen a team suffer like no one's made Anfield suffer and whatnot. And I hear that statistics, but I'm sure if you speak to Liverpool fans, Bournemouth did that, and it doesn't mean anything. Come on. At Anfield, man. At Anfield. Hey, KJ and Marcel in the chat. It's cool though. Because when HMRC start texting people and certain people's wives start acting, it's cool. Was that Gyökeres or Ricky Lambert? I hate Marcel. I hate this guy. Bro. He never loses. Like, Martinelli won't excel under Arteta. That's why I'm saying this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Arteta, and another thing, and it skipped over my head. I'm not even saying Trossard would have made the difference, but why is not, bro? What's going on with the Trossard thing? I hear it. We've heard there's injuries and all these things, and he's carrying a knock, and you got to think about not just today, but all the others. But at the end of the day, when you just strip it back, why? You're on the bench, bro. Because if anything, Konate and Van Dijk historically, like they're on playing normal strikers. I don't think Gyökeres was bad today, but Van Dijk was equal. I think Konate was moving a bit mad, but they are good against traditional 9s. They always pocket Haaland. Even if Haaland scores, they always make it difficult. I'm not saying these guys would have worked, and it's going to sound dumb, but again, this is where we're separating those who understand football and those that just want to do a laugh and a joke. Typically, they do well against normal traditional 9s. I am not saying Kai is not available. I'm not saying Kai Havertz is mad and he can trouble them, but the Kai Havertz is the Gabriel Jesus, the Trossards, them guys that might play up front, but they might stand there for 2 seconds, or the more skillful, or just definitely not skillful, but we're in Kai Havertz's case, just Buki, like for Kai is Buki, for Jesus and Trossard is more skillful. They struggle with them, not struggle, but they kind of get more of a tune out of them. Martinelli, did your defending thing, but I can't be vexed at you today, Martinelli. I'm not vexed at you. Running down blind alleys, no decision making. I see this every week. But I wouldn't change. Well, I would change you, but you're my guy. You play for Arsenal, but like, you know what, man, you know what I mean? Like, but spend all this fucking money, and you know, it's all right. Not saying we should have won today, you know what I mean, geez, but like, can we create some chart, bro? I'm not gonna lie to you. Arshavin was at Anfield. We done it dirty. Arsenal used to be a striker's dream. Whether you talk about George Graham and all that kind of stuff, or Wenger, we used to create a billion chances. And Arsenal fans, do you remember when we used to be sick of chance creation and beg to be good defensively? And there's too many creators. But we're not looking like that. And today, I don't think Liverpool's looked that most vulnerable. Even when we've drawn again, that is the most vulnerable I've seen. And I'm not even saying Liverpool are bad or we were good or whatever, but that is the Only time in a lot of years, apart from the FA Cup, whenever we buck anyone, or even where the Community Shield's concerned with Liverpool, they look the most normal. Because normally, even when we do all right against them, especially at the Emirates, it's still Liverpool. They looked a bit drunk today. Like Salah's touch horrible. Hugo Ekitike just doing madness. That is the easy, not the easiest. I think that might be isolated to 90 minutes. The one time I've looked at Liverpool and thought, cool, now that I've calmed down, we can actually do a thing. And I've seen worse teams lose. Bournemouth, they lost against you. They lost against Liverpool, but the way they done it, they went for it. And I know no two games are the same, but for us, it feels like the same repetition. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. There's no risk, there's no reward. I can't believe we haven't got 100 likes, folks. It just is what it is. And unfortunately, I don't even mean this in a negative way, but at the end of the day, a team is a reflection of the manager. You're very conservative, Arteta. And I'm not even saying I want that gone. You need conservation to get, if that's even a word, to get to do things. But you never take risk. I can't lie, Gaff. I couldn't tell you when I thought, yeah, you know what, we never won, but you risked it, or you done this and that. I can't. And I'm not even saying that in a disingenuous way. We're a family. We're Arsenal and we're DG Nation. Like I can't tell you a time. Like, and I do think as a manager, sometimes, yeah, in life, because maybe it's happened, but sometimes, sorry, people, I need to find a charger. Sometimes in life, yeah, I hope you lot can hear me. Sometimes I always think about these Premier League managers and think, all right, fair enough. You know, you've been planning something for like a week or 2 weeks or whatever, and you know, you and your sporting directors have been, or sorry, not even sporting directors, you and your coaches have been planning on the opposition and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff, I hear it, and you need to stick to your system and whatnot. But at the same time, people, at some point, yeah, during the 90 minutes, or at any point during the 90 minutes, it could be minute 0, it could be minute 90. Which I wouldn't advise. It could be whatever the hell you want to refer to it as. But do you not think, oh, this ain't happening? Let's try something different. We've all played Football Manager. Sometimes it goes left. You might have to have one less defender. It doesn't make sense. And there's one thing that annoys me as well, folks. One thing that does annoy me, sorry, you're not gonna get the full me now. I'm settled. One thing that annoys me is, all right, we know defender in like PSG's wingers, they defend in it, but that's irrelevant. I'm just showing you where we're going with this. Obviously, you have to. The whole team has to attack. The whole team has to defend. Clearly, we know where we're at with Martinelli. Like, I'm past it now. Like, you know where we're at with Martinelli. But if there's one luxury to give him, and I guess you done that, you're gonna go backwards, innit? When do we ever say for oppositions, and again for Liverpool, actually, because as good as Liverpool are, for Liverpool, actually, when do we ever say, oh yeah, their wingers had to go back and follow our men? We're not saying that. And you know what's that? Liverpool have had to work for the free. Obviously, they've got 9 out of 9, but they've had to work for the 3 points more in the last 2 games. And if we're meant to be title challengers and all these things, isolate to the 90 minutes, let them think, bloody hell, Arsenal. Of course, they're gonna be respectful, of course, like, and they're gonna have like Liverpool players are probably not gloating, like they're gonna have their talking points, of course. But at the minimum, the one tonic to drink should be, all right, bloody hell, we had to work, and you know that Madueke lad, not even getting that Madueke, just for example, like that Madueke lad made us work. They put us under sustained pressure. Bloody hell, Alisson man of the match or something. It weren't that though. So, boy, set pieces, inshallah, hold that. BR, Man United fans are the shameless, twerking for Liverpool. Crazy works, crazy, bragging on Liverpool's drillings. I hear it. Set piece and inshallah, it's cool. There's nothing, okay. Because whatever you say about my club today, we still beat Man United. Whatever you say about my manager, it's still better than yours. Have manners. We lost to the team that won the Premier League and got to the League Cup final. You lost to Grimsby. Have manners. Dodgy penalties. Poor old Sir Alex Ferguson spending the last of his probably Man United checks to make sure you get that pen. Nah, it was a pen. Like, man. If we bottle it, what do you, man, do? Have manners. Have manners. Everyone's struggle is different. Our nightmare is you lot's dream over there, Man United. Yeah, cool. Historically, we're Man United. We win and we do this and that. You know, would die to bottle second and do all of these things. You would die. You would die. Because even though we draw out Mikel Arteta, of course, the defensive statistics, the fucking hell, the goals, and we want to see more attacking football. Shut up, man. Shut up. By all means, laugh at my club. Because we deserve to be laughed at because we didn't win. But don't take the piss. Don't take the piss. Don't take the piss. You lot would love it. You love the midfield we have, even though we're vexed. You man will cat out for Martinelli. So what you saying, Martinelli 9 as a left wing? You have to give up on the Martinelli 9 thing. We don't get over the line, but you would die for this. I'm not being shameless, but be real. By all means, call us. But remember yourselves. What did you man do tonight? BR, you're shameless. It's cool though. It's cool though. It's cool. Because someone's going to do fraud in your account. It's cool. We lost and it was not entertaining. What's the point of increasing the attacking threat of the team and not playing to the strengths of the players? Arteta is the problem. Today, yeah. So no trophy this season. Wow. There's no trophy at Arsenal Football Club because out of a potential 9, we've got 6 points. We lost to the champions of last season. Maybe there's not, but we're winning a trophy. I rarely say this. By all means, clip this. Arsenal are winning a trophy this year. Define trophy. Fuck it. FA Cup, put it in the bag. Not saying I don't want the Prem. But Liverpool look the only benefit is it's 3 games in and there's 35 more games. But nobody looks amazing. But Liverpool look well, Liverpool have done better. City still look rubbed. We still got the same issues. Unless we fix up, it's gonna be the same old from last season where Liverpool on average, like I swear they were like on average, like 7 points ahead of us. Can't believe United are twerking for Liverpool. Crazy. Thought you lot were on knocking them off their porch. People can say what they want about my club. But when we fall alone. When we rise alone. We don't do link-ups. We're not shameless like you lot. Bare shamelessness. And people say they're obsessed with Arsenal. When we win, when we lose, it's all you lot know about our tactics, our finances. It's cool. It's just we've had a good 2 weeks. Things have been happening. Got to chat shit to United fans. It's cool. This was to remind us that we're human, to stay humble, to do all those things, to remind us the problems are still there. Tomorrow's Monday, so new week, new energy. Well, it's the international break, and that's what adds to the sour taste, man. Getting rubbed out before the international break. Boy, your career's getting sick of lack of service. Don't matter who's up front. You could add Ollie Watkins. Is that this one, that one? Tired. You can't draw out. United, you cannot get onto Gyökeres. He's got 2 goals. What is a Sesko? Sesko is an AI until further notice. I swear to you, the only time I've seen Sesko, I think you lot, I don't know if it was pre-season or whatever. I saw Embuemo, who I do know, Cunha, who I do know. Hope he recovers well from his injury. And my man, did you say Benjamin, Sesko, Tesco? I don't know. Like, did he play in Germany or Austria? I don't know what's going on, but he was holding a shirt with all of them. I haven't seen him hold a shirt. I haven't seen him do anything. Hasn't even done what Madueke did today. Please, Man United, don't make it all about you. Martinelli is not skillful. He's a right wing back. We need some magic. Semenyo or Fufana. 004 Tesco Mildew. Who is Xerxes? I don't know him. Lee Judges said, be braver, Arteta. Be braver, but this ain't even isolated today. You're doing what you want to do. Because you could argue, I wouldn't say it's bravery, but you're being brave to know that you need to change things and doing it. So I'm at the point, pardon me, you're a professional manager. I think I'm seeing the same things all the time. If nothing changes, nothing changes. A lot of people who support Arsenal can't watch Arsenal. You can't. Because everything you saw today, and against Leeds, and against United, you've seen all last year. Whether we've won, lost, or drawn. This is why I'm saying this. A's up, 2 3's up. Corner boys in the building. When we win, I'm happy. When we lose, I'm sad. I'm sure Arteta is like, bro, you need to change something. You need to change something. You need to be unpredictable because you could argue even Liverpool are being unpredictable now. Not today, or you're probably not going to see to like 10 to 20 games in the season, but there's been wholesale changes at Liverpool, especially if they get Gurley and Isaac as expected. What are we doing differently? Nothing changes, nothing changes. My striker bagged the pen. in a shootout? Has he got a goal to his name? After this, I'm not replying to no more Man United fans. We're going to continue speaking about this game, yeah, but just to make a point, because I don't like Liverpool fans. I know Marcel chatting shit, KJ somewhere chatting shit, but Liverpool fans ain't even doing too much. It's Man United doing like, Stop calling your big brother. Like, we thumped you up. Whatever you say about my football club and whatever you say about us, this is our first. You lot didn't do it. This is like Debo getting beaten up. This is our first defeat against the top 6 for 2 years. And whatever you say, you can banter me. But if my team has won the league at your ground, please just remember that. But before we, by all means, Liverpool give verbal. United, shit, Spurs fans, you can chat shit. Team that beat you in a cup as well. I just want to see something. Before I carry on, I just want to see something. I've gone on transfer mark because Man United have signed, never seen this guy, but Benjamin Sesko, right? 22, okay. How many goals has he got? Because I don't know nothing about him. I need to do research. Okay. Oh, he plays for Man United, scored 3 goals. Played in 3 games. Wrong. Football's a 90-minute game. He's made 3 appearances in the Premier League. Why has he only played 80 minutes? What is that across 3 games? And then you throw in the EFL, that makes it 170. What's 3 times 9? It's probably more than that. Oh, you scored 39 goals in 87 games for Leipzig. That's good. That's cool. Salzburg, okay, 29 in 79. Okay, 22 for Lee Spring or whatever this is. That's good. I'm not going to count that. Not going to count that. Okay, wrong. You actually played for Man United. You must have came through the academy. You must be from like Salford or something. Okay, 27 goals, 64. Wow. You've played 4 times for Man United. Let's delve. Oh, you played 90 minutes in the 14-3 defeat on pens to Grimsby. Okay. Oh, you actually played for Man United and you ain't scored. And this guy has played in the Champs and Europa. Duh. Okay. I'm sure he's a good player, man. We're going to give him time to trust the process, man. 3 at the back drillings. Woozy, 3 at the back. 3 at the back. You can't claim that works. I've seen 3 at the back lock up with Rob Holding, lock up Diego Costa. Dead. Rise up 4 at the back. I'm not beefing teams that play 5 at the back. I'm sorry. Especially against Grimsby and lose. Darkness. Now, I can't lie. People are going to be disingenuous to Wirtz today. I don't think he was amazing, like highlights and that. But I don't think Wirtz was bad. Because from what I saw, you was getting in the pockets 1, 2, 3 decent bits of technical ability.